I can be heard. This is when it stinks when I don't have my laptop. So I'm in heaven. It's just dead. Man, I look tired. Something about coming home from work and then just, you know. But we changed Fantasy Blitz to Heron's Highlights so that I don't get in that mood, and then I can just tell y'all, tell you. We good? Are we good, Coin? Tell me we're good. Give me good news. Sound is good. And we're good. And Coin Operator is good. And you know who else is good? The Denver Broncos. Welcome to Heron's Highlights. It's your boy Elijah. It is week 16 of the NFL season. And it's been a crazy one so far. If I were to tell you at the beginning of the season that Daniel Jones, Drake May, Bo Nix were going to be essentially better quarterbacks than Lamar Jackson. I wouldn't say Joe Burrow, he got hurt. Patrick Mahomes, it's just crazy how some of this has worked out. The Steelers aren't looking that bad. They're still kind of on pace for a 9-8 season. But just crazy season overall. But I think the biggest headline so far this past week or so has been Burrow and the Bengals. What's really going on? Tua set to sit, yours to start, and that's pretty big news. There are 4 AFC teams that can clinch and 5 NFC teams that can clinch as well. Corner said 11 in a row, and it's huge, man. 11 in a row for the Broncos. Crazy stuff. But we'll just get right into my thoughts on Burrow and Tua, because looking around the league, there's not a lot else going along except really quarterback talk in a sense with Miami and Cincinnati. But Burrow said he can't see any world he's not with the Bengals in 2026. I've seen this kind of talk from athletes several times where they say, I can't see myself without this franchise. I love the city. And then all of a sudden, a better deal comes talking, or something changes. They're also human beings. Things change. So I'm just not ready to make any sort of narrative or push. Hello, Hayden Hammond, 5313. How are you? I'm not ready to make any sort of narrative or push towards Joe Burrow. But what I can say right now is I think he's going to be a Bengal until it's all said and done. I just truly think he might retire a little bit early, but I don't see him going anywhere else. Obviously, I would like to see him on the Falcons because what a team that would be, especially coming from a Falcons fan. But there's been no real chess piece movements. Nothing's developed, nothing's happened. So it's just all talk for right now. It's just clickbait, including what I'm saying here. But it is something to talk about because they just signed him, Jamar, and T. Higgins to this big contract, and they haven't made the playoffs since their Super Bowl run. So it's crazy because a lot of people are saying, well, this is the bad side of giving your players a lot of money because they can get hurt and they might lose a little love. So crazy stuff. Tua set to sit, yours to start. I kind of see why this is a thing. Maybe Miami's like, yeah, we're out of the playoffs. This is just crap. Let's just see what the future looks like. And they want to sit Tua. He's thrown 15 picks this year. That's the most in the league this year. Isn't it nuts how Jameis threw 30 interceptions? And this man, Tua, is the league leader in 15. With 15, and we have 16, 17, 18. We got 3 more weeks of football. 30 picks? Crazy. All right, but we're mainly going to get into some playoff scenarios, and then the main chunk of this episode or this live will be discussing 4 big games, or really 5 big games, and then we'll go picks, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, so playoff scenarios, and we're going to run by these real quick. AFC and NFC's looking pretty good for some teams. A lot of scenarios, I'll just read them off, but a lot of scenarios are just Team A needs to win, and Team B needs to lose, and Team A is in. There was a lot of ors, like this team needs to tie. We've seen one tie this year. It doesn't happen very often, but, I don't think it's going to happen. You bet that on Kalshi. But so for Buffalo, they can win plus a Houston or Indianapolis loss, and that gets them in. New England win or a Houston slash Indianapolis loss. I'm so used to the Pacers with the IND. Um, so Buffalo win plus a Houston slash Indianapolis loss, and then for the New England side, New England win or a Houston slash Indianapolis loss. Um, that's not terrible. I think that's a pretty manageable thing. You always just want to win your games. Yeah, ties suck. Hayden, I would agree. College football overtime is the best one by far. I think we can all agree. Everyone that says I agrees, I, whatever. It should just happen. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the overtime rules? What should be changed? I know they just changed the possession thing, but something's still kind of missing. I feel like something's going on. Jacksonville. This is a crazy one. It's crazy how Jacksonville's actually a good football team. That's the miss team. My hit team this year is New England. I did say that they were going to be really good. I didn't think this good, but really good. Jacksonville, I thought they were going to be terrible, and they're looking so well. But Jacksonville, for them, they need to win plus an Indianapolis or Houston loss. And for the Chargers, they also just need to win plus an Indianapolis or Houston loss. So I think you can tell there's a big trend here for the teams that are team-ish that need to lose, because there's really just two teams, but if one loses, good deal. Okay, it's the chat that's got me, my hands like moving. I don't know. But those are the 4 AFC teams, and the 5 NFC teams. We have Philadelphia, Chicago, Green Bay, San Francisco, and Seattle. The only two teams that have clinched so far are the Broncos for the AFC and the Rams for the NFC. So for the NFC, we have the Eagles winning or a Dallas loss. For Chicago, they need to win plus a Detroit loss. Green Bay, they need to win plus Detroit loss. And San Francisco and Seattle, this is for both of them, they both just need a win or Detroit loss. So, again, 4 out of those 5 scenarios require a Detroit loss or needs a Detroit loss. And then the other one's just Philadelphia. If they win, they're in. It's simple as that. All right, so Thursday Night Football, Los Angeles Rams at Seattle. That's at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Amazon Prime. It's going to be a good one. Seattle, they are minus 1.5 point favorites. I'm not going with them. I'm picking the Rams tonight. I think they're just a really good football team. And I think ever since Carolina, they've just been kind of, marking teams. That's all I'm going to say. But we also have Saturday games. We have Philadelphia at Washington. Washington plus 6.5. That is the line. It's not my pick, my lock of the week. Green Bay at Chicago, plus 1.5 Chicago. They just met 2 weeks ago. That's a great game, so curious to see how that goes. Hello, bro says, I don't know how to read that. Westridge Kids says, we love Heron's Highlights, and we love Westridge Kids. Shout out to Westridge Kids. Doing real work of God right there, for real. Oh, I'm starstruck, for real. Check out Westridge Kids. Good stuff. All right, so the big games this week, we have Tampa Bay at Carolina, plus 3 for Carolina. Excuse me. God, I hate getting a scratchy throat. I'm a mere bro. Hey, man, I can't read Arabic. I'm not going to lie. But I appreciate you checking in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Fantasy Blitz not Fantasy Blitz. Not even used to it. Heron's Highlights for the win. So we have Carolina plus 3, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Winner takes full control of the South. And these teams have not met yet. It's going to be a great one to see, especially at 1 o'clock. I think Carolina's going to win this game probably. I think I wrote Tampa Bay earlier, but I'm changing my mind. I got Carolina. They're at home. I think they just have the mental edge. Tampa Bay is in a really rough spot right now. And, of course, they got to have a bounce-back game. But when it rains, it pours. You just took a tough loss against the Falcons. And now you have to go play a game where if you don't win, your chances are looking real low. But they did have that extra rest for that game being on Thursday. So that's going to be a tough one. That might be a game-time decision for me in the picking sense in about 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, about 5. All right, next game, 1 o'clock. Chargers at Dallas. Dallas eliminated, but they still have some heart. They are the 2.5-point favorites. Actually, I don't even think they're really in it or out of it. I think they're just so low. But that's at 1. Chargers looking to increase playoff percentage is really all the big deal. Their scenario is, what was it? Win plus Indianapolis or Houston loss. So we'll see how that one goes. Jacksonville at Denver. Denver minus 3-point favorites. 4:05 p.m. Eastern time. I think this is a great game because it shows a potential preview of a potential playoff game. So I really like that. And the Jags have a top 10 defense in the league, and the Broncos really well-rounded team. But I think that the Jags defense is going to be the key because their offense has been kind of shaky this year. But when they're rolling, obviously. That's just an NFL team. But it's been a little inconsistent, but their defense, I think, has been solid. So that's going to be a great matchup that, offense of the Broncos and the defense of the Jags. Pittsburgh at Detroit, -7 for Detroit, that's such a high line. 4:25 p.m. Eastern time. Detroit and Pittsburgh need a big win for their playoff push. I'm excited for that one. That's just a logo game right there. And then our last game to cover is New England at Baltimore. Baltimore are 3-point favorites. That's Sunday Night Football. I'm picking the Ravens because I really do think they're finding their stride defensively. Coin operator said, smash that like. Yes, smash that like button, guys. We got 5 likes. Let's go. Appreciate y'all for real. But I like their defensive stride right now. They pitched a shutout last week against Cincinnati. Sometimes teams just need one game to have a click, and I think they found it. And then, Rivers time, Monday Night Football, San Francisco at Indianapolis. Indianapolis plus 6.5-point favorites. That's really exciting. See Rivers on prime time. Who would have thought? All right, so now for picks. Since last time I did picks, I went 11-3, and I got the receipts right here. So call me out if you want. I'll show them to you. Just let's not waste time. I'm acting like that's great because I'm shooting 73% on the year. But overall, I'm 72.1%. And so 2025, we had 119 picks correct, 44 wrong. And for all time, we were 259 and 100. So, yay, we just hit our 100th loss. So that's cool. But I'm at 72.1% all time, 73, so 0.9% better this year than overall, but, it's all right. The lock of the week, we're 7-4, and we're now past the 10-point attempts. So now we can start putting some data on it, but we have 63.6% correct rate. So that's not really the lock of the week, but we are on I believe, a 3-game win streak. So it was 500, so we're doing pretty well. But I'm really enjoying, I think, the all-time. I'm enjoying seeing that grow because it's been good. All right, so here we go. We're going to do our picks. And I've already kind of chosen them, but I can't go back. I'm just going to check them off to, finalize them because it's new around here for sure. All right, here we go. Let's start over. All right. Rams at Seattle. Ooh. I picked the Rams. I'm going to stick with them. So that would be my lock of the week, honestly, because... What were they? Yeah, they're plus 1.5. Yeah. Or was that? No, hold on, guys. Hold on. For the 4 watching, I appreciate y'all. Because now I'm starting to overthink. Hold on. I really liked that Philadelphia line, minus 6.5. All right, we're doing that one. Philadelphia minus 6.5, and for them to win upright. So, cha-ching. All right, gotta circle the 2 to finalize. All right, Green Bay at Chicago. I've got Green Bay. I think they're just a really good team. I'm telling y'all. But they can't slip up. They are Green Bay. Tampa Bay at Carolina. Oh, wait, no, Micah Parsons is hurt. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Tampa Bay at Carolina. I chose Tampa Bay, but I'm changing my mind. I'm going Carolina. Buffalo at Cleveland. Buffalo. Chargers at Dallas. Chargers. Jets at Saints. Give me the Saints. Minnesota at the Giants. Minnesota. Kansas City with Gardner Minshew. They're going to defeat the Titans. Cincinnati at Miami. Give me Miami. Jacksonville at Denver, Denver. Pitt, Detroit, Detroit. Las Vegas, Houston. Hayden Him says USA. Come on. Yeah, I'm popping off in the Middle East, man. I don't really know how that's going about, but I don't know. I fell up in that bucket, but here we are. Las Vegas at Houston, Houston. New England at Baltimore, Baltimore. San Francisco at Indianapolis, San Fran. And I forgot this one, but that's because it's the favorite team. Atlanta at Arizona, Atlanta. We're gonna see who's the real best worst team out there. Do I like football, Amir? As I think it says, yes, I love football. I love all sorts of football. All right, but that's it for the show, guys. Really do appreciate y'all. The first live episode of Heron's Highlights. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. It's really going up from there. The numbers may not show, but the morale is going. I'm just so much happier now. So really do appreciate y'all. But that's it for the show. We'll see y'all next week at 5 o'clock or so on Thursday. But that stayed the same. But love y'all. God bless. Peace out.